signs are not good to start the year.
Yes. Which brings us to our very special birthday episode of Sports Trivia on This Week in Sports.
Oh boy.
This one is special because it is our podcast birthday. So, what would be more better than if we did some sports trivia from our own birthdays? Something we should know a little bit about, maybe, perhaps.
Oh boy, okay. I do know mine pretty good, maybe. Yours I'll be a little less familiar with, but we'll see.
We will see indeed. I got 6 questions here for you, and we will start with your birthday.
It's November 23rd. Count it.
November 23rd. It is. Great. Point plus 1.
1 on the board.
It's like
Nailed it.
Like on the SAT when you
put your name in
correctly.
Yep.
We'll go in order here. In the year 1904, a very big event concluded. What was that event?
1904, November 23rd. What big event? Was that the World Series that year?
It was not.
Was that too early for NFL? It'd be baseball season, but
I expanded this to the whole sports world as a little hint, and you may be even a little shocked at this one. In fact,
was it an Olympics?
It wasn't Olympics. In fact,
was it a Winter Olympics?
It was not.
So it's a summer game.
It is a Summer Olympics
in November.
It extended all the way to your birthday, November 23rd, 1904. Is the 3rd Summer Olympics ever hosted here in the U.S. in Seattle, or not Seattle, St. Louis.
Okay. Yeah, that's about the same era. They're still doing like world fairs and that type of thing.
Correct. This one was a long one. Continuing on down the road, down our timeline here, in baseball, there's been a lot of different scandals, and of course, potentially in the betting world.
Yep.
Big one happened here in 1943. An owner, William D. Cox, got permanently banned for betting on his own baseball team. Which team was it?
In 1943?
1943.
That would... Does that team still exist?
It does still exist.
Okay. Is it the Cleveland team?
It is not the Cleveland team. It's a team that we are very, very familiar with, in fact. That we may have even spoken about, I don't know, like today, perhaps.
Oh, boy, we just went down the rundown of around the league. We talked about a lot of teams.
We did.
Dodgers?
It is not the Dodgers.
Oh, who else are we very familiar with? Cardinals.
Not in the right color, though. They just visited here, in fact.
Phillies.
It is the Phillies. Okay. They are owner. 1943, their owner did get permanently banned for betting on his own team, which in sports very, very frowned upon, as we learned, even if it is betting on your own team.
Yes. I did not know about that. Yeah, 43. That's news to me.
And of course, the one you should perhaps know, in 1988, in fact.
Okay.
November 23rd.
Very important day.
Very important day. The Great One scores his what number goal?
Great One scored goal number 400?
No.
300?
No.
500?
No.
He's about 7 years into his career at this point. Is it 800?
It's not 800.
Am I anywhere in the ballpark?
You are close. It was 600 was the number I was looking for.
Okay, I bounced all around it.
You bounced all around it. The Great One did score his 600th goal on your very birthday.
That I should have known more. I was in the neighborhood, but yeah, 600 at that point in his career is an insane pace.
That is potentially why he is called the Great One, in fact. 600 at that time. I don't know much about hockey, but that does seem like a lot, especially that's almost close to 100 a year, which is...
I mean, we celebrate when guys hit 100, 200. Not many guys get past 500.
Yeah, I did not know how long he was in his career, but now knowing it's like his 7th, 8th year, that is a lot of goals.
Yeah, he was very good right from the get-go and never stopped, essentially.
Now, moving on to some may say the better day, November 13th, in fact.
Oh, boy.
Very, very long ago, in 1875.
Oh, boy.
Harvard and Yale did something historic on this day in the game of football. What was it?
Was this the lowest scoring football game?
It was not, in fact. It's something not score related, but think about like the regulations of the game.
In 1875?
1875.
Was
It's something, I will say, it's something very simple, but is very big for the sport.
Sure. It's still earlier than the forward pass, right?
It is.
What would this have been? Not the forward pass. What innovation could have come? Helmets?
Helmets are involved in this.
Interesting. Helmets are involved. 1875, Harvard Yale college game. First time ever that helmets are mandatory.
They're not. This is the first time ever on this day in 1875 where our brainiacs realized we should have uniforms for this game.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty.
So
yes, groundbreaking to say. Let's divvy this up.
This is the first college game that ever wore uniforms. Was in 1875. Harvard and Yale. The bright men over there decided.
Leave it to the Ivy Leaguers in the wake of the Civil War to be like, you know what'll brighten everyone's mood? A little football.
It's also really confusing. We are all wearing the same color. I keep tackling my own guy out here. Very, very helpful.
This is not a game we can do shirts v skins.
No, not ideally. Not in the November weather, especially back east.
Yes.
Continuing down the early history line, in 1900, the Baltimore Orioles enter the MLB. Which team was the Baltimore Orioles today?
Which team did that franchise become?
Correct.
Let's see. The original Baltimore franchise from 1900? Has evolved into not. I'm thinking football now.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Orioles of back then are the now Atlanta Braves.
They are not.
Damn.
They're a team much closer. In fact, in their own division.
Are they Tampa?
They are not Tampa.
Who else is in? I don't even know the divisions out there.
Another team we even spoke about today.
Oh boy. Who else did we talk about? The Cubs?
Nope.
That's National and American League. You got me on this one. I don't
they are
I know.
The New York Yankees now today.
Now I thought that would be impossible, but
it isn't. I had
1900 as just early enough.
The 1900 Baltimore Orioles entered, and they were there for 3 years before they said,
"We're moving to New York.
It sucks here. We're going to New York." Yes.
Okay, that checks out.
And the final question, also baseball related: who was the 1997 NL MVP?
1997. Now, this is an interesting one because I was alive and paying attention to baseball pretty good. Was this Chipper Jones?
It is not, but it is another
Atlanta Brave?
Not a Brave, but someone else who is historic, famous, potentially iconic.
97.
And I will say it is his first and only MVP ever.
That 97 wasn't Larry Walker, was it?
Not Larry Walker. Surprised that he did get an MVP, though. Good.
He did in those early days. I'm going to be circling around this one. Pitcher or...
He is a regular player. He's iconic. He even extends to outside the game of baseball, some may say.
Was that Ken Griffey?
It is Ken Griffey. Ken Griffey won his first and only MVP that year.
97. Was that still with the Mariners, or was he a Red by then?
No, he was a Mariner still. He did not become a Red until
2000,
early 2000s. Yeah. He suffered through the wake of Seattle, unfortunately. The bright spot into the low.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Did Chipper... now I'm curious about when or if...
Chipper probably did, but Chipper could have won that year, but it would... No, because he's in the NL as well.
I think he was a rookie in 96, so that might be too early.
He does.